Can everyone hear me okay? Is that volume okay? That was a lovely bio. That was the bio of my founder, Joanne MacArthur. I'm representing her today. I am AfA von Jagow. First, it's an honor to be here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm from Canada, and I'm with the organization We Animals Media. And today, I'm really excited to talk to you about animal photojournalism in advocacy, media, and the public conscience. Our mission at We Animals Media is to bring visibility to hidden animals through compelling photojournalism. Who are hidden animals? They are everywhere. They live amongst us, but we fail to see them. They live their short lives on factory farms and in cages. They are the animals we eat, the animals we wear, the animals we sacrifice, use for entertainment and work and experimentation. A little bit about We Animals Media. We are now 102 photographers worldwide. We have 22,000 plus images and videos on our stock platform, which are free to use for anyone who's advocating for animals. We've been published in over 150 countries. 1,000 plus NGOs have benefited from our work. We have 3 fellows, 1 masterclass, and we have created 1 new genre of photography: animal photojournalism. Animal photojournalism shapes history. I'm sure you recognize these photos. They were credited with ending the Vietnam War. These photos brought the war home. But photojournalism is about the human condition. Conservation photography is exclusive to wild animals. But animal photojournalism includes everybody. As I'm sure most of you know here, we kill 40 billion farmed animals a year. Those are a lot of individuals whose stories need to be told. This is a factory farm in Finland from our photojournalist Juho Kurola. 40 billion farmed animals is a lot, and it's a lot to comprehend, but our job as photojournalists is to show the scale of the damage we're doing, the suffering we're causing. But we also have to show the individuals. A lot of our photos are of individuals, and they show eye contact. It's almost a universal language that we can empathize with these individuals. This is from a broiler farm in Italy from our founder, Joanne MacArthur. We breed broiler chickens to grow so fast to maximize productivity on farms that many of them can no longer hold up the weight. So this chicken, she grew too fast, she kind of collapsed under herself. So like I said, it's so important to show the scale of what we're doing, but our job as photojournalists to build empathy is to show the individuals who are suffering. So we coined the genre of photojournalism called animal photojournalism, and we've really labored over what this is, so I'd love to share with you. Animal photojournalism, we call it APJ for short because it's quite wordy, covers the broad human-animal conflict and its resultant ecosystems of suffering. This photograph is from our fellow, Celine Magnolia, and it's titled Garbage Day. This is outside a factory farm in Denmark. This photo on the right is from South Korea. These are ducks who are being herded into a live pit who will be buried alive following an avian influenza outbreak. As many of you know, this is common practice. This is how they kill a lot of animals in responding to an outbreak. You'll also see that the photographer is credited to anonymous. I'll explain a little bit more later, but a lot of our photographers have to be anonymous or they use pseudonyms because this work is actually quite dangerous. There's a lot of text here and I won't read it, but I want to emphasize the last point, which is animal photojournalism aims to encourage swift and necessary change on behalf of the beings in the frame. We are journalists, but this is also activism work and this is political. Again, our job as photojournalists is to show the individuals. This is from Israel. This was from a few years ago following an avian influenza outbreak. And their method to cull or depopulate, mass kill, was to use firefighting foam to cover the turkey shed. So our photographer, Roe Shepernik, managed to capture this individual who is mass suffocating under firefighting foam. And this is beginning to be more common practice using this method. It's incredibly inhumane, but this is what industry is doing. I think this is a good example of why animal photojournalism plays a crucial role in animal advocacy. This is an incredibly disturbing and haunting photo, but it's also beautiful in a really distorted way. Our job is to get people to look. If people turn away from these images, it's not doing the animals any good. So because this is so well composed, because it's beautiful, for lack of a better word, people will look at it and media are more likely to pick this up. Animal photojournalism is used to further political, philosophical, and scientific thinking. This is another photograph by Celine Magnolia, our photographer, and this is just outside Greece from a commercial fishing trawler. We know that we kill about 80 billion land animals a year, but we can't even quantify how many fish we kill. It's in the trillions, but we measure it in tons. And what I think is important about this photo is we don't really think of fish as individuals. We think of them in schools, if we think of them at all. So it's incredibly important to show the individuals. Animal photojournalism demands radical empathy and self-awareness. We photograph zoos as well, from the shady roadside zoos who are operating without a permit to the best zoos in the world. And this is one of the best zoos in the world. It's in Germany. But you can see that even though it's an impressive facility, the lives for the animals who are trapped in there are still pretty miserable. So animal photojournalism descends in part from conflict photography, in that the photographer is exposing a story that is kept hidden from the public by political and economic agendas. We know that we're up against powerful opponents, powerful industries, and so this work ends up being quite dangerous. This is Joanne MacArthur climbing a transport truck at the Turkish-Bulgarian border. As with conflict photographers, animal photojournalists put themselves at physical and psychological risk in order to document a practice or an event. A lot of my colleagues are quite open that they suffer from psychological trauma and PTSD as a result of bearing witness to so much suffering and violence, and that's the same with conflict photographers. So why do animal photojournalism? To historicize animals and to create change. These images and these stories are too important to just live on social media. So we created this massive 5-pound book with the help of 40 photojournalists from around the world. We spent about 10 years looking at some of the best images in the world, images that kind of spoke for themselves, that they don't need much explanation. And much to our surprise, the world responded. This book received Photography Book of the Year by the prestigious Pictures of the Year International. But animal photojournalism is also changing policy, minds, and history and having a real tangible impact. In late 2022, we partnered with the Canadian legal firm Animal Justice to close a fur farm in Canada. Fur farming is quite common in Canada, and Animal Justice was hoping to close this fur farm, so we went in and documented, got these images, and this helped their campaign to close this fur farm permanently. In 2013, we posed as buyers at this macaque breeding facility. You can look at this image. The more you look, the more disturbing it gets, really. The owner of this facility had grabbed this macaque to show us his product, as he was calling her. And you can see she's physically restrained and that her baby had latched onto her, terrified. I think the worst part of this photo to me is her looking at her baby, trying to comfort him. But thanks to this undercover work and this partnership with Cruelty Free International, this facility was permanently closed. And to this day, there continues to be no official trade in long-tailed macaques out of Laos. I don't know if the people of East are here, the incredible humans of East, but in 2021, we worked with them. We documented duck egg farms, and after sustained pressure on elected officials by East, using our investigative footage, Taiwan issued a ban on new battery cage farms for egg-laying ducks, which was the first of its kind. We were incredibly honored to work with them on this. So animal photojournalism is also getting media attention. 4 years ago, we worked with The Guardian to document Thailand's slaughterhouses, and the resulting images from the investigation were circulated worldwide. And in response to this story, Thailand's Department of Livestock Development has stated that it was taking action to apply stricter enforcement in slaughterhouses countrywide. And the Thai SPCA reported that at least 3 illegal slaughterhouses were closed down as a result of this work. Earlier this year, National Geographic did a story on open rescue, which I think is incredible. Open rescue is the idea of when you're inside a farm investigating it, you rescue an animal who is in distress. I think it's incredibly cool that National Geographic did this story. And what's even cooler is they were very sympathetic to animal activists in this article. They used our images to tell this story, and this is from an open rescue investigation with Animal Equality. Another story with National Geographic. So at We Animals Media, we've kind of noticed this formula for getting visibility for animals, and I think it's awesome, and I'd love to share it with you. It's animal photojournalism, high-quality animal photojournalism, combined with the work that an NGO is doing, combined with a media outlet, results in incredible visibility for animals. What's amazing is our photographers are also getting exceptional attention from competitions and awards in the photo world. Earlier last year, Joanne MacArthur, the founder, won Wildlife Photographer of the Year, which is one of the biggest competitions in the world, for this image of a fur farm in Sweden. And as a result of that win, this image was displayed in the Natural History Museum of London for months and months, so it was viewed by millions. So, if I can conclude, I want to say that high-quality animal photojournalism is a valuable tool for our movement. And I have 3 recommendations for you. Partner with animal photojournalists for your work. Like I said, we have over 100 photographers worldwide who are keen to help you with your work. Make animal photojournalism an integral part of your advocacy. There's a time and a place for cell phone footage or grainy undercover footage, but if you want that visibility, if you want your campaigns to get picked up by media, your images need to be high quality. It will go so much farther. Use our stock platform, please. We have over 20,000 stock photos and videos for free to use for your campaigns, for your billboards, for your academic reports. They're there for you, and we'd love for you to use them. If everyone could take out their cell phones, oh, I lost it. Get this website, use it. That's what it's there for. And if you notice any gaps, let us know. If you want to hire us for assignment, let me know. I'm here for the duration of the conference, and I'm so looking forward to learning more about what you are doing. You're doing incredible work, and we want to help you. Thank you so much for everything you're doing for animals, and I look forward to chatting with you all this week. Thank you.
Right, thank you.